Hey guys, we're back with another episode of Fact or Cap. We are discussing electric vehicles, supply chain shortages, real estate if you should be buying, and specific NFT collections that I'm bullish on. Let's get into it.
Fact or cap, the metaverse is still 10 years away from mainstream adoption.
Cap. The metaverse is here, I predict, in 5 years. And you may not remember, but what made the iPhones go massively viral is actually Angry Birds. So I believe that what's gonna make the metaverse go extremely viral and mainstream is a video game of some kind that crosses the chasm and everybody's on it. I know that it's got all kinds of deep implications for the philosophy of life, but I think a fucking video game is gonna be what makes the metaverse go viral, and I think it will happen in the next 24 to 36 months.
Fact or cap, generally speaking, most stocks are currently overpriced.
Cap, there's a lot of value to be had in the market, but if you're looking at the FANG stocks, Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Google, then yeah, I think that they are either priced to perfection or overpriced. But in the stock market, as in any market, there are always gonna be underpriced assets that have strong fundamentals. And if you know how to look, you can find deals in any phase of the market, when it's up, middle, down.
Fact or cap, car insurance rates will drop as smart vehicles begin to emerge.
Ooh, that's a good one. I'm gonna go cap. Your prices should drop with new vehicles, but insurance is so outdated today that they're pricing you based on things that don't really have anything to do with your car or anything to do with how you drive. It's a lot more priced on your income, credit, occupation, everything. So therefore, your prices should drop, but they won't be until companies like Loop and Tesla get to scale in insurance. So unfortunately, it's a cap for now, but it should be a fact.
Fact or cap, it is not a good time to get into real estate.
Ooh, cap. It's always a good time to get into a good business, and real estate is a good business, but you're gonna be overpaying right now if you try to buy a house, and you're gonna be underpaying if you try to buy luxury. So the reality is that the market ebbs and flows every 12 to 18 months, and you just have to be conscious where you are in the market and try to find deals within that particular market cycle. Not necessarily just not buy altogether. You should buy, but you just have to be smart about buying.
Fact or cap, blue chip NFTs are the only thing you should be investing in right now.
Cap. CryptoPunks and Bored Apes, of course, are the blue chip collections that have the most value. I think that they have the greatest probability of defending their value, but I personally believe that there are some collections right now on the rise that are rooted in utility and value and have strong communities. And I myself, not just preaching, I myself have been quietly snagging up a lot of NFTs and collections and communities that I believe in. So I might be wrong, but the cost of being wrong is pale in comparison to the upside of being right. So I believe that there are some collections to look out for sure.
Fact or cap, every car on the road will be electric by 2040.
100%. I think any vehicle that's not completely electric has smart navigation built into it, safety features, and even has insurance built into the vehicle will be completely irrelevant in 20 years. I've already seen automotive companies roadmaps, because we have a couple that are invested in Loop. The future definitely looks electric. So I think it's just bound to happen.
Fact or cap, supply chain shortages will continue over the next few years.
Fact. I think that COVID accelerated a lot of demand for things that our supply chain was not set up for. And you can see it in the shortage of furniture, pillows, masks, like a bunch of simple things. We waited weeks to get these lights and these cameras and these mics. And I don't think that global supply chain shortages can be fixed overnight. I don't think it can happen over a 12-month period. So I think that until the supply chain gets fixed and accounted for, there are gonna be a lot of industries and prices of goods that are gonna be at all-time highs, but it's gonna create opportunities for contractors and all manufacturers, suppliers to capture those increased margins and build big businesses out of them.
Fact or cap, Tesla is the ultimate car brand.
Fact. I think Tesla is so much more than a car brand. That's what makes them a cool car brand. They're a technology provider. They do routing. They do sophisticated sensor development, electric vehicle, batteries. Like, they really are what a car should be. Everybody else seems like a really outdated 1990s round rotund phone. Like, it's not even comparable.
Fact or cap, tech innovation will stall with increased inflation.
Cap, major cap, biggest cap I've ever heard in my life. Here's the thing about innovation. Nothing will ever stall the rate and pace of innovation. Not governments, not regulation, not markets. Innovation is driven by consumer demand, and our life and world around us is changing, so consumer demand is changing, and there will always be private companies that address those demands, and that will always accelerate innovation. So the venture economy, the startup economy, the blockchain economy, the creator economy will never stop progressing because of something like inflation or even regulation. All right, guys, that does it for this week's episode of Fact or Cap. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts on anything you disagreed on, agreed on, whatever. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell button so that you can be the first to know when we drop heat. And new thing we're doing, if you want to discuss any of these points at greater length, head over to our Discord, which is in the link section below. Jump in, say hello, chat with us. Me and the whole Loop team and the whole Loop community are always going into greater depth on these topics in the Discord, okay? I'll see you there. Till next time, peace.